By the year 2025, the world had witnessed the biggest crime cases in history with outcomes none could ever anticipate. Trials collapsed. Life sentences disappeared. And the sentences were more incredible than the crimes. From global celebrities to names no one knew before the headlines, these 5 court cases altered careers, ruined reputations, and left millions of people in a single question. That is, how did this happen? This is the 5 world-shaking verdicts of Crime Rewind. So how did it all go so wrong? Let's get into it.
I'm saying if you're a gangster, sell the ranch, grandma, grandpa, the chickens, everything. If you're going out with bullets and gun smoke, don't just stop with yours.
In May 2025, Sean Diddy Combs was on trial. It was claimed by prosecutors that he employed his business empire to make a criminal business based on sex trafficking,
with concrete evidence of the violence he was capable of in the CCTV recording of him beating his ex-partner, Cassie Ventura, in the Beverly Hills Hotel in 2016.
coercion, and abuse. The accusations were violations of the RICO and potential life sentences. Decades of evidence later, the jury dismissed the main theory of the government. Combs had been cleared of RICO charges and the most serious counts of sex trafficking. Nonetheless, criminal liability was proven by the jury. He pleaded guilty to 2 federal counts of transportation for prostitution.
I run shit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Little Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his bug.
Which is a confirmation of the illegal activity of interstate movement. In October 2025, the court imposed a 4-year and 2-month jail term on him. The decision made Combs go without the most severe punishments and doomed his personal and professional reputation forever.
Coming up, the plea deal.
We accept and recognize that not everybody agrees with the decision we made. But this isn't a...
The trial of the 4 University of Idaho students who were murdered in 2022 was supposed to have high publicity in 2025. That trial never occurred. Bryan Kohberger pleaded guilty a few weeks before the jury selection in July of 2025.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Murder in the first degree, how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Did you, on November 13th, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, kill and murder Madison Mogan, a human being?
The clauses eliminated the death penalty in the case. Kohberger, in turn, accepted formal responsibility for all 4 murders. The court handed down the death penalty, 4 life sentences, followed by an additional 10 years. Parole was excluded. The witnesses were not called, there were no cross-examinations, and no public trial record was made. This resulted in a plea, rather than a court battle.
Someone killed my parents. Pardon me? Someone killed my parents. What? Who? Were they shot? Hey, man, were they shot? Yeah.
Eric and Lyle Menendez have been in jail since the 1990s due to the killing of their parents. In 2025, the case was reintroduced in court with a new uproar of people. The campaigns online claimed that there was no proper consideration of past abuse during the initial trials. Hearings were conducted in May 2025 after a new district attorney had recommended hearings. Supporters thought the hearings marked a turning point. The motion of a new trial was rejected by a California judge on September 16, 2025. The ruling affirmed the beliefs and the punishments. The two brothers are in prison, and no legal avenue can get them out. The support of the population was not such as to justify judicial reconsideration.
I want to get more now from the US. That breaking news: Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty of one sex crime charge, not guilty on another.
Following the dismissal of a New York conviction in 2024, Harvey Weinstein was again prosecuted in 2025. The second experiment gave a divided result. One count of felony sex crime was found guilty by Weinstein.
Yeah, well, remember, this is the second trial of Harvey Weinstein in New York after the first one was overturned by a court of appeals that found
which kept him behind bars. Another charge against him was thrown off. A third trial led to a mistrial because jurors claimed infighting and coercion when choosing to deliberate. This retrial made an acquittal impossible, but undermined the case against the prosecution. The result was that the case now lacked the conviction of Weinstein in the first instance.
Police officers testifying in the pretrial hearing of the United Healthcare CEO murder suspect. Patrolman George Featherstone is describing seeing security footage of the suspect before the arrest. Featherstone photographed and processed all the items found in Mangione's backpack and
the CEO of the United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, was assassinated in December 2024. In the first half of 2025, the case was seen to dominate much of the national interests. The murder was charged against Luigi Mangione. The case took a new twist, and people were no longer interested in the evidence, but in the motive. The online debates described Mangione either as politically driven or calculationally intentional. During the year 2025, the case was still at the pre-trial phase. Military reports focused more on the ideology than contradicting participation. No decision was arrived at by the end of the year. Mangione was the most controversial criminal of 2025, even before a jury listened to the case. According to the courtroom results in 2025, there was hardly any expectation. Cases were terminated without trials in some instances. There were drawbacks attached to some beliefs. And there are certain court cases that are opened. What verdict did you find the most shocking? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get in-depth into the cases that constitute the justice system.